Welcome back to the Memphis Tech Pharaohs College Football 26 Dynasty. We are in week 9. We are already up to 20th in the rankings, and I want to show you something within our conference because it's going to affect us next year. Let's hop in here and see. We were number 1. North Texas is number 2. We're 4-0. They're 5-0. We have 4 games left in the conference, and we have a point differential of 234. We scored 333 and only allowed 99 points on the season. And if you look at the rest of the differential in the conference, there's a lot of bad teams in here and a lot of low overalls. Highest overall team outside of us is Tulane. And where is North Texas? 74 defense, 71 offense. And they are not on our schedule. So it's going to be an easy stroll through the rest of this season. And I debated going to the Big 12 last season and didn't do it. You can see their overalls are more in line with what we are. I went with what the poll results were, even though I really wanted to move to this conference, and it hasn't really worked out. So we will be moving to this conference next year, to the Big 12. Got to figure out who's going to move out of the conference. Don't know if it's going to be Houston or it might be UCF. But we are way better than our competition, so we need to move up in status into a bigger conference with much better teams that are closer to our overall. So the goal the rest of this season is just get through the schedule. As you'll see right here, we have Memphis, they're 2-6, Florida Atlantic, East Carolina, Tulsa. We'll just do 2 games at a time, so we'll do these 2 no matter what the scores are. Like I said last episode, if we blow these teams out, we'll show the first half, and then we'll show highlights for the second half. And we'll get through these 2 episodes, and get us to our conference championship, probably against North Texas, and win that game. We go on to the playoffs. And what I want to do is look at some stats real quick. I haven't taken a big look at stats. As you can see, Frost, 2,524 yards, 27 touchdowns, 5 picks. 3 of those came in 1 game. He's averaging over 300 yards per game passing. Rushing side, Chad Gasper only needs 21 yards. He could get that on his first 2 carries, and he'll be over 1,000 on the season. Receiving side, Mosley's up to 57 catches for 770 and 9. Been having to feed him the ball a lot lately. Let's see how that goes. And it doesn't show. I wish it would show pancakes. We've just got a ridiculous amount of pancakes on our offensive line. Defensively, sacks, 9 for Gallimore, 7 for Melvin, which is great for D-tackle. Garland, 5.5. Picks, 2 each by Wilbur and Bagley. TFLs, 22 for Gallimore, 20 by Wozniak. And total tackles, 72 by Jolly. These are the 2 guys we recruited in the first year. Guys with 80 and 90 speed. So doing great stat-wise and just crushing all these teams, and it really isn't a whole lot of fun for me, and I'm not sure how much fun it is for you to watch this, but we're going to blow through these last 4 games as quick as we can and get to the off-season and get this season wrapped up and move on to bigger and better things in 2028. So without further ado, let's hop in, play our last rivalry game of the season, and see how bad this beatdown is. And we move to this conference to take on our cross-city rival Memphis Tigers on a yearly basis. And hopefully this will be a good game. Rivalry games have a way of doing that regardless of the record of both teams. And they're raring to go and ready to go, and so are we. Nice sunny day. At least we don't have rain this time. It's the Battle of Memphis. It's actually called the Hound Dog Bowl. This rivalry, very new. They've beaten us 2 out of 3, so got to get this thing evened up in this episode. And we're going to kick off first. So Memphis Tigers get the ball to start the game. That's good. We get the ball to start the second half. Big kickoff by Ambadejo. Taking at the 1, straight up the middle, and swarmed over and dropped there as Jeremiah Radovich. See Desmond Maxwell there, and 42-34 was the win last year. Get our first win in the series. They're going to take over 1st and 10 on their 20. Walker White is the quarterback. And quick RPO pass out to the flat and drop there. 3-yard gain as Bryce Anderson, the tight end, catches that one. He's 2nd down and 7. White looking. Rolling and gets caught at the very end. Sacked there by Kobe Garland. Couldn't get away from him. Had a lane if he could get outside to run up the sideline too, but Kobe put him down and get our first sack of the game. Power rush inside on the tackle and gets White from behind. That'll bring up a 3rd and 13 back to the 18-yard line. White takes a snap, looks, great pocket, throws over the middle, crosser caught, and he's going to be short. 11-yard gain there to Xavier Johnson. It's going to bring up a 4th and 2, and I'm going to have to punt the ball. Evan Bunch, deep shot right down the middle of the field. LJ Young's got it up the middle, gets a block, gets to the outside, to the 50, 45, cuts it back in and dragged down at the 40. It's a 42-yard punt and a 31-yard return. Sets us up to get our first drive of this game. Bryce Frost has been on a roll, way over 300 yards every game for like the past 5 weeks. We're going to start right here at their 40. Drops, looks, throws, crosser, caught. Up the sideline, that's Orr-Gillespie, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. One play drive, gotta love those. As Carlos Orr-Gillespie on the drag beats his guy and has no help as he just races down the sideline. Look at this. Drag route, staple of our offense, runs up the sideline, and all the receivers were distracting the other DBs as Carlos just races down into the end zone. It's a quick 7-0 lead. And after a 3 and out, we're gonna get the ball back again. Handoff. Chad Gasper up the middle, big hole into the secondary. He finally gets dragged down. That's a 15-yard gain. 1st and 10 at their 37. This offense is clicking already. Slot guy goes in motion. Frost drops, looks, another crosser. Caught. It's Orr-Gillespie again. Gets banged around, but he gets the first down. 12 yards on the drag. Down to the 25. Frost drops, looks, throws. Oh, and it's picked off. Interception as Memphis Tigers. Who was that? That was Chase Pinkston. Jumps in front of the receiver and picks it off and stops that drive. Corner. A late move. Thought he had that route, and he just jumped in front of him. They're going to get the ball back on their own 33. See if they can do something on this drive. There's an RPO pass out to the flat again, and he's too close to the sideline. It's only a 3-yard gain for Anderson. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 as they go pistol. 2 tight end set. Here's the handoff. Oh, and what a play there by Wozniak. Antoine Raymond gets swallowed up and loses 4. And after another incomplete pass, it's going to be 4th and 11. They're going to have to punt the ball back to us again. Another booming shot down the middle. Young's got it. Goes to his left. Looking for room and finally gets dragged down. 13-yard return on that 48-yard punt. And we're going to take over 1st and 10 on our 33. There's a handoff to Gasper. Huge hole. Tries to get outside, and he pinballs around, gets 10 yards to be 2nd in inches. Tight formation now. Frost looks, throws, a little throw to the flat, and that's Mosley. It's going to be a 1st down, 7 yards on that one. We get to midfield. Frost drifting to his right, throws, he's got Page, and it's going to pick up 6 on the play on the drag. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Trips to the left. Hand off to Gasper, cuts it outside, cuts it back in, and he's only going to pick up 2 on the play. That was supposed to be an inside zone, and he had to take it outside. Bring up a 3rd and 2. Gasper goes in motion. Frost drops, looks, throws it out to the flat to Gasper, gets around his man, 35, and downed at the 34. 9-yard gain, and after an incomplete pass, it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Frost drops, looks, drag again, this time Mosley. Going to pick up 8 yards, and I'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. Go with the 2-back set. Here's a handoff. Gasper can't get anything. Backside contained pressure gets him, and it's going to be 4th and 3. And we're going for it. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle. Backside guy caught. Wow, a lot of traffic there, but Orr-Gillespie with the strong hands picks up the 1st down, 11 yards on that slant. And here's a draw play. Gasper trying to push his way up the middle. He's going to pick up 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 6 down to the 13-yard line. Trips to the right. Another handoff. Gasper slides through a tight little hole there. He's going to pick up 4 more, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. Closing on the end of the 1st quarter. Handoff to Gasper. Bounces off one guy. Gets the 1st down and gets stopped down at the 2-yard line. And that's going to take us to the 2nd quarter. You see passing yards way ahead, rushing yards way ahead. Tigers are struggling in offense. You go spread, trips to the left, handoff Gasper, and a little 2-yard run up the middle, uncontested, and it's quickly 14-0 Pharaohs. See Gasper celebrating. Great blocking up front. He just walks in. And after another 3-and-out by Memphis Tigers, we get the ball on our own 48-yard line. Play action pass over the middle and caught. Orr-Gillespie busy here in the first half. 8 yards there. Bring up a 2nd down and 2. Handoff. Gasper, nice hole. Up the middle. Spins off one guy. He's going to pick up 9. That'll be a 1st down now at their 31-yard line. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle, caught Lukey into the secondary, picks up 19 yards on the in route. 1st and 10 on the 12. Mosley goes in motion. Frost drops, looks, throws, Orr-Gillespie on the crosser, 5, and just gets in the pylon, touchdown. 12 yards to Orr-Gillespie, his 2nd of the day, and we are up 21-0. Just on fire to start this big rivalry game. We're just running away from. They had an edge player chasing our wide receiver. That's never good. And after a kickoff, they're going to start on their own 18-yard line. There's a little pitch to the wide receiver, a little jet pass, and he spins around one guy. Nice play there. Keandre Henry, 18 yards on the touch pass. Here's a handoff trying to get wide and not going anywhere, and swallowed up and lost. Of 3 on there by Raymond. Bring up a 2nd down and 13. Tight end goes in motion. There's a handoff. Raymond got a nice hole into the secondary. Finally gets dragged down, blasted forward out to the 50-yard line. 17-yard gain brings up 1st and 10. White. Play action. Toss over the middle of tight end Anderson. He gets dragged down, but he gains 8 on the play on the RPO. 2nd down and 2. Tigers offense finally starting to kick in here. White drops, good pocket, throws, deep shot, over the middle, caught, down to the 15, spins around and dropped there at the 14. 28-yard pass to Henry on the crosser. And Raymond picking his way through the middle, and he's going to pick up 4 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 6. White takes a snap, drops, screen pass. Raymond's got it, tries to get outside. Great tackle there by Roderick. Only gains 1 and bring up a 3rd down and 5. White looking, throws, stop route, caught, and diving into the end zone is Jordan Bell. From 9 yards out, they finally get on the board, make this 21-7. This Tigers offense struggling all first half, finally gets something going. They get on the board finally. And after the Pharaohs would go 3-and-out, Memphis gets the ball back on their own 43-yard line. White drops, looks, throws over the middle, caught, and he hangs on through contact. 29-yard pass to Johnson. That'll bring up 1st and 10 at our 28. Here's the handoff. Raymond trying to go wide. He's got room and can't get past that DB. Finally gets dragged down. Picks up 7 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 3. And here's the handoff. Trying to get outside. Swallowed up and dropped. No gain by Ashton Emery, the backup running back. Now bring up a 3rd down and 6. White drops. Good pocket. Steps up over the middle. Caught. 1st down. 8-yard pass to tight end Anderson. Down to our 16 now. Closing in on 2 minutes left. There's an RPO pass to the flat. 1 tackle broken and 1st down there. Henry gains 11. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now they have 1st and goal from the 5. Go heavy set here. White hands off. Raymond pushes through 1 and he gets tackled into the end zone for a touchdown. 5 yards on that one, and it's now 21-14. So Memphis, rebounding from a slow start, gets this down to a 1-score game. See, he just pushed his way through, gave him a little help at the end. And we're going to start on our own 28 after the kickoff. Here's a handoff. Gasper, huge hole up the middle, bounces off 2 guys and stops short. It's going to be a 9-yard gain. So we go no huddle. 2nd and 1. We have all 3 timeouts left. Frost drops, drifting right. throws back over the middle, caught Lukey, first down, out to the 47. And in motion, play action, Frost looking, throwing, across the middle, caught Orr-Gillespie, gains 5. Go no huddle again, be second down and 5, out to the 48-yard line of Memphis. Here's a handoff, Gasper's got a hole, got the first down, and he gets stopped at the 40, gain of 8. And after an incomplete pass, we're at 2nd and 10, 57 seconds left in the half. Frost drifting, looking, crosser again, Orr-Gillespie one more time. And we're going to call timeout. That'll be our first one. I'm sorry, that was Mosley, not Orr-Gillespie. 9 yards on the drag there. 3rd and 1. Frost drops, looks, crosser again, caught. Scooter Page gets the first down. Down to the 18-yard line as we go no huddle. 45 seconds and counting. Frost drops, drifting to his right. Over the middle again. Orr-Gillespie's got it. Races towards the sideline. Gets the first down. Down to the 5-yard line. 30 seconds left. Handoff. Gasper trying to find a hole. He gets tackled from behind. We're going to call timeout. That'll be our second timeout. It's 2nd and goal now from the 2. 25 seconds left. Handoff to Gasper, trying to find a hole, and can't get in. Gets down to the 1. We go no huddle. Still have one timeout, but we're going to go no huddle. Quick drop. Looks, throws, and it's incomplete. Broken up. And that's going to bring in Josh Imbadejo for this chip shot field goal, and he puts it right up through the middle. 18-yard field goal, and now we're up 24-14 as we head to halftime. Nice 2-minute drill there to get some points before we go to half. As we started fast, Memphis came back strong, and you can see Gasper, 13 carries for 68 yards and a touchdown. Big first half for him. Let's check out the stats. See 15 first downs to 19, 256 yards to 151. We have 72 rushing to their 19, 184 yards to our 132. 3 out of 6 on third down, 3 out of 7 for them. 1 pick, and time of possession is fairly even. And we're going to pick up our first drive of the second half, down to the 33 of Memphis already. Frost drops, looks, throws, and he threw it right to the defender. That's an edge. That's not a linebacker. Up the sideline, 45-50, 45-40. They're going to get to him down to the 20 and pushed out of bounds right there. Victor Malone, the edge. Drop back in coverage. I didn't see him. And we threw it right to him. Let's check out this replay. Drops, looks, throws, and he just dropped off there. He didn't rush, and that's where they get it. 1st and 10 on our 20. White throws over the middle, caught. It's going to be a short gain of 5. Henry on the drag. Bringing up 2nd down and 5. Memphis with the big turnover early in the second half. White drops, steps up. Takes off up the middle of the field, slides down, almost got hit there. 10-yard scramble, 1st and goal at the 5. And here comes late pressure, and down he goes. 8-yard sack. Melvin and Gallimore combine on there. Pushes it all the way back to the 13, be 2nd down and goal from there. It's Anthony Melvin. Inside pressure, Gallimore on the outside. As I said, 2nd goal from the 13. White drops, looks. Here comes Gallimore. He's got him again. All the way back to the 17. They had a 1st and goal at the 5, and now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 17 as Gallimore up to double digits in sacks on the season now. Defense standing strong after that interception and big return. White dropping. Here comes pressure again over the middle. Caught and knocked down by Wozniak. Johnson with a 9-yard pass. And they're going to have to try this 25-yard field goal. Kick is up and right down the middle by Oliver Castaneda. And it's now a 24-17 game. And after the kickoff, we're going to start on our own 25-yard line. Here's the draw play. Gasper tries to get wide. He had a big play if he gets by that guy. 6-yard gain, though. It'll be 2nd down and 4. 2-back set. Gasper takes it, tries to get wide, trying to weave his way through, picks up 1. Now bring up a 3rd down and 3. Spread formation. Frost looking, throws, out route, caught Mosley. First down there, out to the 45. Pick up a 13 yards. Back to the 2-back set. Hoyt and Gasper. Hand off to Hoyt. Big hole up the middle into the secondary, and it's going to be just shy. 10-yard gain, but I'm going to say 2nd and inches. Frost looking, throws across the middle. Lukey on the drag, and he's going to push his way forward. Pick up 16 on the play. 1st and 10 on their 29. Hand off to Gasper, cuts it back up the middle, gets through the hole, and he's going to pick up another 1st down. 11-yard gain down to their 18-yard line. Pharaohs driving again. Frost looking, got a man over the middle, caught. That's Mosley, and he's going to get us, just shy. They marked him shy, so 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 from the 8. Here's the handoff to Hoyt. Following his blocker, bounces off one. Gets dropped at the 3-yard line. Gain of 5. 1st and goal from the 3. Handoff Gasper. And great block shed there. Immediate block shed. And he gets dragged down. No gain. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 3. Frost drops, looks, throws to the back of the end zone. Scooter Page with the touchdown. As we go with the triple drags on the right side there. And he finds the guy in the back of the end zone. The Scooter makes this 31-17. Safety had too many guys to cover. And after that touchdown, we pick up the Memphis drive all the way out to the 45-yard line now. 2nd and 10. White drops, looks, throws, and it's knocked loose. Incomplete pass. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Memphis trying to get some points here. Keep this back to a 1-score game. White looking, throws, deep shot down the numbers. And it's picked off. That's Roderick at the 10, 20, 25, 30, and dragged down out to the 33. Michael Roderick out-jumped the DB. We get the ball back, so we trade interceptions here in the second half. White floats that up, but he threw into double coverage. We're going to start there on our own 33-yard line. And off to Gasper, weaving his way through, and it's going to get the 1st down. Picks up 12 on the play. After an incomplete pass, we've got a 2nd down and 10. Frost drops, looks, throws over the middle, cut. That's Orr-Gillespie again on the drag route. Picks up 5. I'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Need to convert here. Drops, looks, throws, swing past the running back, and Gasper's dropped short. 4th and 2. We're going to go for it. Up 2 touchdowns. Why not at midfield? Frost looking, throwing, flat pass to Gasper. He's got the 1st down. 5-yard gain. Be 1st and 10 at the 41. 2-back set. Gasper goes in motion. And off to Hoyt, goes wide. He's got a hole up the hash, and he's going to get the 1st down. 11-yard run by Pierre Hoyt. Now we go trips to the short side again. Frost looking for that drag again. Got it, Scooter Page, and he hangs on. Gain of 6 on that play. It'd be 2nd down and 4. Under 9 minutes left. And off to Gasper, and he's going to get dropped. Actually lose a yard on the play, and they'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. Frost drops, looks, throws it out to the flat. Gasper's got a 1st down up the sideline, and he's going to get stopped shy of the 10. Big 14-yard pass. They can get a 1st down without scoring. Under 8 minutes now. And off to Gasper looking for a hole up the middle, and he gets knocked down shy of the 1st down. He's 2nd down and 1 from the 2. Go with the 2-back set. This time it's Hardy and Hoyt. Gasper gets a breather. Hand off to Hoyt, trying to push his way through. And not going to get much. Make it 3rd and inches from the 2. Hoyt stays in the game. Here's a handoff, and he's going to find his way up the middle for a touchdown. Pierre Hoyt, 2 yards out, and it's now 38-17. Let's get our love to our backup running back, our future starter. And that's going to be ball game, as Memphis couldn't do much of anything the rest of the game. We win this rivalry game 38-17. Fast start, fast finish. As we win our 2nd game in the Hound Dog Bowl series. You can see Orr-Gillespie, 9 catches for 117 and 2. Didn't give the ball to Mosley this time. We went with Carlos instead. Our offense has just been on fire all season. And huge win there against conference and rival Memphis Tigers. Let's check out the stats in this game. You can see we only allowed a field goal in the second half. 31 first downs to 14, 502 yards to 237, 209 yards on the ground to their 30. Passing wise, both teams, a lot of attempts, a lot of completions, 293 to 207. We were 6 out of 12 on third to their 3 out of 12. That was a difference in the game. 1 fumble lost by us, 2 picks by us, 1 for them. And 5 minutes of possession difference. Stat-wise, Frost 30 of 38, 293, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Rushing, Gasper 25 for 154 and 1, Hoyt 8 for 56 and 1. Receiving side, Orr-Gillespie 9 for 117 and 2. And Page had the other touchdown. Blocking side, 15 pancakes by Gunnar Gatola. Defensively, 12 tackles by Wozniak with 4 TFLs. Had a bunch of TFLs. Look at this. It's almost 20 TFLs. And we had 4 sacks in the game. 2.5 by Gallimore and 1 pick by Roderick. And now we advanced the week here. And we lost, Jarius Willies, we lost him to Illinois. So we lost the recruiting battle. That's too bad. We needed that 4-star offensive lineman. Let's go check out our top 25 now. We're up to number 18. Oregon and Florida at the top, undefeated. It means UCLA lost. All right. And you see us now at 18, ahead of Clemson and Auburn and Tennessee. Let's go check out our recruiting since we lost Willies. Lost him to Illinois. There you go, Specta. It's too bad. Got a big lead there on that 5-star. Another recruiting battle for Teague. Got to win these battles. Probably not going to. And yeah, we're already on a hard sell. Not much we can do. Give him an extra 10, but I'm not sure how much difference it's gonna make. Same thing with Williams. We'll throw another 10 on here, but that's a tough battle. Beavers were on first. We'll give him an extra 10. Rainey, another tough one. We'll go ahead and give him another 10. Like I said, I'm not sure how much this will help, but leading big time on all of these guys. Teal, yeah, we could give him, he's a gadget. You know, if you get these gadget guys, you can turn them into a quarterback in a couple of years. Let's check out this strong safety. Let's throw some points on him. Don't need to give him 50. No one's, Auburn's going after him, but we'll see how that goes. Hogue, Valdez, see if we can get into this race. Give him, take these points away here. And give him 30, but not sure. It might be too late for him. All these other guys. Wayne's got an offer. Probably not going to get him. 2 offers there on Henry. Might have to go get some of these linebackers and cornerbacks in the transfer portal. Just having trouble getting enough time to put on all of them. Let's see. Yeah, Wayne, probably just remove him. And a bunch of guys at the bottom that don't have any offers from anybody, so we'll just keep putting them on slow cook. But hopefully we can get some of these guys locked down soon. And next up is Florida Atlantic. First time we've played these guys. And let's go check out our conference standings real quick. Take a look at them. And they are 3-6, 1-4 in conference. They've given up almost 300 points on the season. They've scored 300, so they're good offense, but their defense is terrible, especially with our 255-point differential. So we're pretty sure this is going to be one-sided, but let's get in here and play this and actually find out and see how this goes. And now we're at home again, this time taking on Florida Atlantic and the Owls. And again, we don't have much of a lead in here with the team builder team, so we'll just hop right into the action here as we are going to get the ball first and start this game. Kickoff can be taken at the 2 by Trayon Bell, straight up the middle, looking for a hole, not finding one. It gets dropped at the 19, 17-yard return, and that's where we're going to start things off. As you saw, Frost 293 and 3 touchdowns last week against Memphis Tigers. That's where we take it here on the 19. And out to Gasper, straight up the middle, into the secondary, gets dropped. Not until he gets an 11-yard gain right up the gut. First and 10 now, out to the 30. Frost looking, throws, stick route, caught. That's Orr-Gillespie, and he's going to get dropped. 8-yard gain there. Be second down and 2 from the 38. Frost drops, looks, throws to the flat to Gasper, and he gets the first down and gets pushed forward, flung forward actually. 5 yards there, be first and 10 at the 43. Another handoff to Gasper, trying to find a room up the middle. Only picks up 4 on the play. Be second down and 6. And there's a handoff to Hoyt into the game for his first carry. He's going to get the first down there. 10-yard run. And after an incomplete pass on first down, it's second down and 10. Frost drops. Here comes pressure, and down he goes. Couldn't get rid of it quick enough. That's a huge 11-yard loss. Sack by Tracy Bennett. And we're going to have to punt as we get incomplete pass on third down. Quintana with a big booming kick, 54 yards, but it's a touchback. And that's where the Owls from Florida Atlantic will take over. You look at the impact players. Going to be first and 10 at their own 20. Weston Bryan, the quarterback. Here's the play action pass, throws up the numbers and knocked down. Defensive play there, great incomplete pass. I'll bring up a second down and 10. Bryan, play action, looks, dumps it into the flat to the running back, and he gets knocked down immediately. Keyshawn McGee with a -1 yard there, and they go no huddle. Third and 11. Bryan, good pocket, throws over the middle. Oh, and he airmailed a guy. He was wide open. Now they're going to have to punt. Quick 3 and out. Austin McMillan hammers that right down the hash. Young's got it. Tries to go wide left. Finds room. Out to 50. Spins in. Nice return there. A 16-yard return after a 43-yard punt. We're going to take over on their 46-yard line. First and 10. Frost dropping way back. Throws. Dumps over the middle of the running back out of the backfield. Picks up 6. Be second down and 4. Handoff, Gasper trying to go wide, and he gets tackled from behind, and no gain there, and I'll bring up a third down and 4. Tough sledding on both sides of the offense. Here's the out route. Orr-Gillespie breaks the tackle down the sidelines. He's going to go to the house. Carlos Orr-Gillespie gets the first score of this game. 40 yards on the little simple out route, and he broke the tackle, and there was no help over there. Check out this replay. Like I said, just a simple out route, and the guy lost him right there at the 30, and everybody else was in the middle of the field, and he just raced down the sideline as the Pharaohs take a 7-0 lead. And after a 3 and out, they're going to go ball back at their own 44. Frost, little dump screen pass. That's Hoyt finding some blocking. He's going to get a first down. 12 yards on that play, and after an incomplete pass on first down, it's now second and 10. And off the Gasper, weaving his way up the middle. He's going to pick up 4 on the play. Third down and 6. Hoyt, dump pass to the flat. Gasper's got it and gets knocked down. Picks up 14 yards. Down to their 26 now. First and 10. Two-back set again. Running back in motion is Gasper. Quick drop. Throws. Caught stick route. Be a 4-yard gain by Mosley. He's second down and 6 at the 22. Under 4 minutes left here in the first. Draw play straight up the middle. Gasper's got a hole, and he gets dropped right at the 10-yard line. 12 yards on the draw. Be first and goal from there. Frost looks, throws, stick route, caught Scooter Page. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. And after an incomplete pass, we find ourselves third and goal from the 7. Frost quick drop, throws over the middle, caught, and that's a touchdown. 7 yards. Fetu Lupke, the tight end. And he gives us a 14-0 lead. I believe that's his first catch of the day. Found him on the slant route over the middle. Just beats his man to the spot. After the kickoff, Florida Atlantic's going to start on their 19. Here's a handoff, trying to get outside. That's McGee, picks up 5 on the play. They go no huddle. He's second down and 5. Looking, throwing, out route caught, 35-40, 45, and dropped there. That's Braden Trimble on the out route as Brian found him wide open. They go no huddle. 21-yard gain there. And here's a handoff. Straight up the middle. McGee, big gainer into the secondary. Can they get him? And finally they drag him down. 48-yard run all the way down to the 7-yard line. He just went right through our defense. Secondary couldn't catch up and get him to the ground, and they go no huddle again. First and goal at the 7. Brian drops, throws it to the flat to McGee. And what a play there. He's dragged down. Looked like he was going to score, but he gains 4 on the flat pass. Be second and goal from the 3. New running back in. It's Caden Shields Dutton, and right up the middle, touchdown. Diving into the end zone. 3-yard touchdown run. As I said, Caden Shields Dutton makes this a 14-7 game. Now you get the kickoff. Bell's going to take this at the 4. Trying to find a room outside, cuts it back up to the middle, and gets it out to the 22. Only a 19-yard return. Be first and 10 from there. Cross drops, looks, throws to the flat, caught. That's Mosley, 40, 45, 50, down the sideline. Can they catch him? No, they won't as he goes to the house. One play, we respond, 78 yards, simple little out pass there. And just races down the sideline, no safety help. Emmett Mosley with the wheels, just a little drive starter there, and he was toast as he got no safety help and Mosley's speed on display. This is now back to a 21-7 lead for the Pharaohs. And after they would go 3 and out again, we get the ball back, this time at their 47. Frost throws over the middle, caught Lupke. He's going to pick up 6 on the play. It's going to end the first quarter. Memphis Tech firing in all cylinders, 21 points in the quarter. You can see rushing. McGee, that big rushing, was it 48 yards? That was most of his yards on the ground, just that one carry. Here's a handout. Gasper trying to go wide, cuts it back to the middle, and he's going to be just shy every 3rd and inches. He gets 4 on the play. Back to the 2-back set. Going in motion is Gasper. Hand off to Hoyt, and did he get it? No. 4th and inches. We're going to go for it. There's a handoff to Gasper. Finds a hole, gets a block, gets to the outside, and he's going to go to the house as well. Chad Gasper, 37 yards on 4th and inches. And it's now 28-7. Great blocking, not only by our offensive line, but the wide receivers getting out there and picking off the DBs. Great block by Orr-Gillespie there. Gets him to the sideline. And after they got a kickoff, only out to the 18, incomplete pass on first down. Makes it 2nd and 10 for Florida Atlantic. Brian looks, throws, out route, caught, and blasted down. That's Justin Zimmerman, the tight end, picks up 18 yards as they go no huddle. Brian drops, looks, throws, out to the flat, caught. Nice juke there, and pickup of only 1 on the play. That's Assad Wasim, wide receiver, in the backfield. Brian, is he going to no huddle again? Brian takes a snap, hands off, nope, RPO pass out to the outside again to Zimmerman. He's going to pick up 5 on the play. I'll bring up 3rd and 4 as they go no huddle again. And then they shift. They run a ton of no huddle. Very tiring. Here's Brian looking, good pocket, throws, dump pass, and they're going to get the first down. So that goes to Jordan McCants, the wide receiver, gains 6. 1st and 10 from the 46. No huddle again as they shift. Very hard to call defense when you get stuck in one formation. And they're going no huddle. Brian, great pocket, can't get any pass rush. They're tired. Spins around, throws, and it's caught and dragged down out of bounds. 6-yard gain to Wasim. Bring us 2nd and 4 as they go no huddle again. I'm getting tired of this at this point. Trips right. Empty backfield. Brian looking, throws over the middle. Oh, and it's caught and blasted down. Wasim picks up 13 on the play. And this is where I had enough. And I'm going to call a timeout here. get some fresh guys on the field. Our pass rush is non-existent. 1st and 10 from the 36. Brian looking. Throws over the middle. Caught. That's going to be another first down into the secondary. 23-yard pass to Trimble. They go no huddle one more time down to the 13-yard line. Now they shift. Brian taking his sweet time here. Here's the handoff, trying to get to the outside. That's McGee, and it's going to be short of a first down. Picks up 9, though. He's 2nd and goal from the 4, and for once, they don't go no huddle. Brian drops, screen pass to the running back, runs backwards, and he's going to get dropped. He's going to lose 7 yards on the play, and they go no huddle. 3rd and 8. 2nd and 1, he goes screen, and he loses 7. That's not good. 3rd and 8 now. Brian taking his time, barking out changes to the receivers. Drops, pressure late, throws out, caught, and only a 1-yard gain there to Zimmerman. And all that work, and they're going to have to try a field goal here. Kick is up and right down the middle. Steve Sanchez gets it down to a 28-10 game. And after the kickoff, we're going to start on our own 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff to Gasper. Huge hole at the middle. Gets dropped before he can get a first down, but that's an 8-yard gain. Sees up to 81 yards already on 8 carries. 2nd down and 2. Frost drifting back, looks, throws across the middle. Caught Lukey, breaks free to the 40. Dragged down at the 45-yard line, 16 yards. 1st and 10 at the 45. Handoff, Gasper tries to get somewhat outside. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. 6 minutes left here in the first half. Frost drops, looks, drag route across the middle, caught up the sideline, Scooter Page, and it gets finally dropped at their 26-yard line. That's 29 yards. 1st and 10 now. Here's the handoff to Hoyt going wide, tries to cut it up, and picks up 7 on the play. He's 2nd down and 3. Trying to utilize both of these backs in this offense. Handoff to Gasper's got a nice hole inside the 10, dragged down at the 5-yard line. 14-yard run. 1st and goal from there. Low snap, and nothing there. Loses 3, in fact, on the play by Gasper. He's 2nd and goal from the 8. A better snap. Frost standing there, throws over the middle, caught and dragged down. Orr-Gillespie picks up 7. It'll be a 3rd down and goal from the 1. Frost, nope, quick RPO pass, and that's touchdown. Scooter Page with the RPO. No one was covering him in the flat. Quick throw. Now we're up 35-10 after the extra point. Offense on a roll. Got to get Scooter involved. Hit a nice 29-yard gain earlier, so let him finish it off with this little 1-yard pass. Now Florida Atlantic take over on their 20. 3:38 left, down 25 points. Brian Crosser, tight end's got it, and it's going to get dropped right around the 37-yard line. It's 17 yards. 1st and 10. Brian, here's the handoff. Nope, fake. Read option, and it's dropped for no gain. Should have handed that off to McGee. He's 2nd down and 10. Closing in on 2.5 minutes left. McGee goes in motion. Brian looks, throws over the middle, got a man caught, and he's going to be shy of the first down. 9 yards to Trimble. 3rd and 1. Go heavy. 2 tight ends to the left. Here's the handoff. Nope. Read option again, and he's going to get the first down this time. 3-yard run by Brian. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 at the 48. And RPO pass to the flat and run out of bounds. 5-yard gain to Devin Hyatt. He's 2nd down and 5. Florida Atlantic trying to get back into this game. Brian throws over the middle, caught. That's Zimmerman again. He first downs. He gets 9 yards on that one. Run up to the line, no huddle. 1st and 10 at the 38. 150 and counting. Brian, quick drop. Throws, crosser, caught. Zimmerman again. Picks up 5 more. He's 2nd down and 5. 118. Brian drops. Scrambles to his right, throws, deep shot, and he caught it, and he's going to be into the end zone for a touchdown. That's Trimble. DB made a play on the ball, thought he was going to pick it off or break it up. But Braden Trimble from 33 yards out, look at this play again. DB just didn't play the ball for some reason. Now it's 35-17. We get the ball at our own 23, 109 left. Over the middle, that's going to be caught. Mosley pushes forward, gets the first down, 11 yards on the slant. 54 seconds left. Frost out route, caught and dragged down there. That's Mosley. And we're going to call our second timeout. He's 2nd and 5. And after an incomplete pass, it's now 3rd and 5. 46 seconds left. Frost looking, throws across the middle. He's got a loop key again. First down now. 8 yards on the in route. Out to the 46. So we go no huddle. 40 seconds left in this first half. Play action. Looking, throwing. He's got a man across the middle and caught, and a first down. Mosley on the crosser, and we're going to have to call our third timeout. 33 seconds left. 1st and 10 on their 43. Trying to get at least a field goal out of this. Frost dropping, looking. Takes off, scrambles up the middle, and he's going to get dragged down. Picks up 7 on the play, and we go no huddle. 2nd down and 3. 22 seconds left. Receivers have to run all the way back to the line. 18 seconds. Frost looking, throws across the middle, and caught. That's Mosley, pushes his way down to the 15. Scramble up to the line. So we go no huddle, 12 seconds left. We're going to spike this ball down to 11. 9, we shift, 8, 7. Snap the ball. Frost, man in motion, 4 seconds, drifting, throws, and touchdown. There we go. 15-yard pass to Orr-Gillespie on the backside post. And it's now 42-17. Looks like the secondary lost him. You're looking at a man over the middle, and there was no one on the backside. And that's going to take us to halftime. 42 points in the first half. 105 yards rushing already for our Pharaohs as our offense is clicking both on running and passing. Let's check out these stats for the first half as we put up 21 in each quarter. 20 first downs to 11, 453 yards to 238. We have 105 already. They're 60. Both teams great percentage passing wise, 348 to 178. They're 2 of 6 on third. We're 5 of 7. No turnovers there. And almost a 4-minute time of possession lead. And we're going to kick ahead and just show you highlights in the second half here. Big booming kick there. 55-yard field goal by Steve Sanchez makes this 42-20. Next time we get the ball, we're down to their 11-yard line. Knocking on the door again. Frost drops. Throws over the middle. Loop Key's caught, and that's another touchdown, his second of the day, to make it 49-20. Loop Key celebrates. Look at this replay. Just runs away from the defender. And next Florida Atlantic drive was halted, mostly because of this play. Let's show some defensive love. George Gallimore drags him down for another sack. He had the punt. Gallimore's just been a revelation on the defensive line this year, using all that speed on the edge. Take one more look at this. Rushes inside, just runs right by the guy and drags him down. And that sack would lead to a punt, which would lead to this. We're down to their 19-yard line. Hand out to Gasper, running away from the defensive ends. Got a hole. He runs through the secondary for another touchdown, his second of the day. 19-yard touchdown run there. Makes it 56-20. As our offense just can't stop scoring. This air raid offense is just ridiculous. Used to be ridiculous in NCAA 14 in the sim, and it's ridiculous while playing this version of the game. You can see Gasper just runs through them. And the very next drive by Florida Atlantic. New quarterback, that's Isaac Henley. He throws a shot, and it's going to be picked off. Roderick gets another one. Got one last game, gets one this game. Didn't matter which quarterback they had in. Michael Roderick playing free safety. He's just out there waiting for them to throw the ball up. And he just ran up there and out-jumped the receiver. And that would lead to this. We're going to finish off the scoring here. Handoff, Pierre Hoyt pushes away up the middle. 5-yard touchdown, making it 63-20. I had to hold off. I could have made this 70-20, but we just ran out the clock at the end of the game. As you can see, we're going to take a knee here. And this game is over. Like I said, 63-20. As the Pharaohs just demolished the Owls from Florida Atlantic. They had a decent first half, and they couldn't do anything in the second half. Bryce Frost, 470 yards, 85% completion percentage, and 6 touchdowns, as he is just on a roll this season. As soon as we started throwing the ball, trying to get Mosley his catches so he wouldn't transfer out, Frost has been the main beneficiary of that. So let's check out these game stats. 34 first downs to 17, 706 yards to 351. We had 236 yards as we just pounded the ball on the ground in the second half. They're 94. Passing wise, 29-34. They were 37-44. 470 to 257. You can see they were 4-12 on third down. We were 6 of 9. 1 pick that we just saw. And only had 3 minutes, barely 2.5 minutes. Time of possession lead. Frost again, 29-34, 470 and 6. Gasper 16 for 152 and 2. Hoyt 14 for 90 and 1. Almost all that in the second half. Mosley 9 for 211 and 1. Lupke 5 for 48 and 2. Page 5 for 97 and 1. Orr-Gillespie 5 for 83 and 2. As they spread the love around. Blocking wise, 11 pancakes by our center Kramer. Defensively, 11 tackles by Roderick, 10 by Wilbur, 10 by Wozniak. Wozniak had 4 TFLs. Sack-wise, 1 by Gallimore, 1 by Wozniak, and then the pick by Roderick as we dismantle the Owls from Florida Atlantic. Let's advance this week. And after the game, we see single game record broken for most passing yards. Bryce Frost, American Conference Player of the Week, with 470 yards and 6 touchdowns. And next week, we will take on East Carolina as we move up to number 16 in the rankings at 9-1. Our only loss that game at the start of the season against Vanderbilt. And hopefully we'll have some competitive games. But like I said, just want to get through this regular season, get to our conference championship. Looks like it's going to be North Texas, I believe, and then get us onto the bowl game or the playoff, depending on how we do. But if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell so you know when it goes live. And I will see you very soon as we wrap up this season and get us into the postseason. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.